Hey cherubs, Lulu here, jumping in to do you guys a reading. So let's just see. I know I haven't been on for a couple of days, but I have been working on a new deck which is nearly ready to print, so that's kind of exciting, and I look forward to sharing that with you and incorporating that into readings. But let's just see. Thank you for being here, sharing this space. Let's just ask that the messages that do come through come from the highest light and for the highest good of all those who are connecting. So let's just see what theme we are working with today. Eight of Earth. Interesting. Three of Cups. And then the Six of Fire there. So first up, what I'm getting is there is a blocked communication with a love situation there for starters. Or even if it's not a love situation, it's some kind of connection that's really important that for whatever reason there's no communication coming through there. Here you've got Six of Fire and the energy of the Pilgrim. Now, so the message here is pretty clear. This is about you taking positive movement forward, loving yourself right now with this energy to help support you on your path. So even though this energy is going on over here, you need to understand that this is a time of change with the dragonflies, and like even the changes around a heart there. So this could be changes in your life moving forward around love situations. Even here on the bottom, it's like the Four of Wands in reverse. So to me, it's like this, something, you know, that's basically 1111 in reverse. I split the deck. You got the Witch of Air there. I'll get clarification on this, but Craftsman of Fire and then Initiation. Whoa. Wow. This is pretty deep reading actually, and I do feel like it is in a large, wow. Oh, whoa. Okay, there's so much going on, okay, that it's hard for me to just keep track of this. There is a lot going on in the ether, let's just say it that way. Because I feel like for someone within this, there is a connection or a communication that is wanted around this situation. Okay, this block communication here, but here you've got Craftsman of Fire. This is indicating to me, right, what this is indicating to me is Divine Feminine is wanting communication, all right? Divine Masculine, however, is working. This is, I'm not talking about gender here either, but it's just like there's work to be done, okay? That's why that communication is not coming through. That's why that initiation process hasn't, yeah, because here you've got the card of initiation. There is healing going on here. There is cleansing of old past energies and magic being weaved and worked, right? There's a lot going on in the background here. You've got the little foxes, and then at the back there you've got the, what is that? The badger. I think the badger is carrying a shoe. Anyway, so I feel like there is a lot of clearing going from past issues here. I split the deck. You've got this card of love. All right, so this is a central focus to keep working in that element of love, all right, and sensitivity. It can be difficult because we're up against so much challenge to stay in that energy of love. And it's interesting also that that's a 16, because 16 also relates to the Tower energy in the tarot. So sometimes we can have in love situations multiple Tower moments that feel, I'm getting the words horrendous, but among other things, but ultimately there's a reason those Tower moments are having, and it's to bring each person in this connection closer to their true sensitivity, their true nature. All right, the fox doesn't change who they are. Despite being such a heavily persecuted animal, right, in this country, they don't change who they are. They just go about their daily business the best they can. They remain a sensitive animal, and an animal that carries a lot of wisdom and also a lot of love and sweetness. That's just so beautiful. So whatever they've been through, whatever Tower moments, that hasn't changed for them. All right, so let's just see what else. But yeah, there is a new journey happening here. And then on the bottom you have the worlds. This is walking away from past things that went up in smoke, right? It's like the old ways of doing things are done. So that really ties in with the energy of Pluto leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. We will be doing a new way. We will be doing things in a new way, okay? You've got that here too, 10 of air. You know, old cycles and ways of doing things are done. And this, I feel like, is a real expansion on our thought processes as well. How can we move back into this energy of strength where we're standing in our full empowerment? And that's what this whole situation has led to. You've got the Ace of Cups here. So, you know, filling your own cup, filling your heart so that you are giving enough love to yourself that it extends to others. It flows out to others as well. I'm just getting the words universal here because this is actually bigger than divine love connections, although those connections are very important as well for the ascension of the planet. Like, it's all connected, okay? It's not separate. None of these things are separate. But there is something that needs to be released here, okay? It needs to, you've got the Four of Earth there in reverse. There's something that needs to be let go of. Something like these stones, it's like you can't, energy needs to be flowing and growing, not just not budging, you know what I mean? Like, so then you've got the Witch of Fire. So this is about transmuting anything that needs letting go of, transmuting that in the flames, right? Releasing it, letting it go. So if you feel like you have been stuck in this one type of energy, do that process where you can transmute, release, and let go. Oh my gosh, my dog's gonna bark now. I may have to pause this if she's going to keep going because I can't read with her doing that in the background. Here we've got a maze, and this really speaks to, you know, navigating this journey that we're on. It's quite confusing. That's kind of what my new deck is about as well, about how do we navigate these connections, these divine connections we feel like we have. All right, guys, I might pause this and do a part 2. Please remember to jump into part 2. And yeah, hopefully there'll be no barking in the background of that one. Okay, guys, back to part 2. Sorry about that, but that's the reality, as you know. All right, so yeah, we're trying to navigate our way through this. And this actually does remind me of Pluto and Uranus as well, because you've got all that lightning down there. And that lightning does remind me of Aquarius or Uranus energy as well, because we just never know when lightning's going to strike and things are going to change and we're going to have to pivot and take a turn. So these are very much those times. We're in those times now. And how can we move forward with that? Messenger of Fire. Yeah, we want to be moving forward in a very empowered way that feels emotionally in alignment with us. And I guess that's the thing. We've got to align with what makes us feel emotionally good. Like, what are the places, the people, the work, because you've got the Ace of Fire here, that we want to connect with, that help us feel fulfilled and connected, because here you've got the Five of Air. So we want to feel like we are in this space where we are nurtured from the storms that are going to come our way, okay? And that we've got that support system around us that offers shelter, that offers comfort, that offers love, and nurturance of our soul's journey and an understanding of our soul's journey. So when we understand that about each other, we can actually support each other with that, which is a really beautiful thing. But looking from a higher perspective, because ours are to do with wisdom, even if, and this goes back to the start, even if we have a connection, a love connection or a divine connection that's separate, from a higher perspective, that soul is still helping us on our path. It just feels like it's in a less nurturing way, but I'm getting the picture of soul contracts here as well. So as challenging as it is in the earthly realm, and we have to try and figure all this stuff out, it helps to look from a higher perspective, and that can help you stay in the energy of love. Wow, there's something huge here that needs balancing out though, because you've got the Six of Earth and then 11 balance in reverse. Okay, so there is something that needs balancing out here. I feel like you are going to be able to see what that is soon. with the Two of Air there in reverse, you're going to be able to breathe again. I'm getting the words breathe a sigh of relief. I'm also getting too that your wish may be about to land with you. Here you've got the Witch of Earth. So for this to happen, I feel like someone that's been very standing their ground and protective of their energy and not showing their true feelings is going to lower this stance. Let me just say though, because yeah, because they're coming out of mental conflict. They've been in a lot of mental conflict about this connection, because you've got the Six of Cups there. So they're actually realizing, they've actually done a deep dive and they're kind of pinpointing what this connection is now. Whew, yeah, it's split this deck. You've got the Seven of Fire in reverse. So this is them lowering this defensive position where they feel like they have to protect themselves. And I actually feel like this is them protecting a younger aspect of themselves where they were wounded, deeply wounded in the past. I wasn't going to do a reading with those cards. I only really meant to get the current energy. But anyway, we did that and that's what came out. So if you do want a personal reading, please book one with me. And that would be much appreciated. I do enjoy connecting and doing personal readings. Let's just see what other messages want to come through. Sanctuary, Mystic Meadows. Yeah, so that was kind of on the side there like that. Here we've got the Bear again. So I do feel like this has been a season of winter where either one person in this connection or both in this connection have been seeking sanctuary. And this is 26. It's about partnerships, all right? It's about the masculine and the feminine energies, and then that reduces to 8. So there is definitely something with this connection. I split the deck. You've got the Wizard of the Woods focus. So within that inner sanctuary, there's been a lot of focus on seeing the truth, connecting with your own sense of self and magic, who you truly are, and then trying to raise your personal frequency via doing the work, because that's a number 50, so that's, you know, 5, fifth dimensional within this realm. So anything else? Ooh, meandering flow, meandering pathway flow. So this is about just going with the flow now, walking that new path, expansion. Because there is going to, like I said, that was a season of winter, but now there's also going to be a season of growth, you know, coming from that. So when you come out of those dark places and you see what fruits have come from that place. Yeah, what? I'm just seeing the cards leadership and renewal. So let's just see. I want to try and make this reading short and sweet, but I will be jumping in and doing the personal readings today. So like I said, if you want to get on that list, just send me an email. The details of how to contact me are all up on my channel. So thank you again for those who are supporting my work. I really appreciate that. Let's just see. What are the messages for the collective, please, in this situation? What would be of highest service for them to know to help them on their path right now? Take positive action. Access clear thinking. All right, so that was in reverse. So what that's showing is that previously you may have been muddled with your thinking. We saw the Maze card there before, and we also saw the Two of Air in reverse, indicating that you are going to come out of that time where you were confused about what action to take forward. So now it's like you've had that time of contemplation and you're now ready to set sail and take some action on something in your life, okay? Moving forward, going with the flow. There's been a lot of work put into this, okay? So just try and trust the process. This has been a time of initiation. But this is all sacred, right? This is all sacred work. Even though it's felt really painful, really hard, there's sacredness in those tears. There's healing in those tears. There's so much to it all. Like, there's so many bits to this that are weaving together. Like I said before, in the ether, this is... Yeah, anyway, I'll stop waffling. Let's just get some astro cards. Anyway, let me know if you relate to this at all. Hopefully it's helpful in some way. Let's see, what is the... Okay, we've got conjunction on the side there, a union, merging, and coming together. There you go. That was on the side. So it is in process. But it has to come, right, okay, so it has to come into the 3D world because you've got Capricorn here, okay? So sometimes these connections, like I was saying, that what's happening with them is in the ether, or it's playing out in other dimensions, but we need to, this conjunction here is showing that it needs to come, and even with this, take positive action. This is about Capricorn, the earth, so it needs to come into this realm where it becomes physical, it becomes tangible. Split the deck, you've got Venus, give and receive love, find value and see beauty. So this is very much the energy of opening up to love. But I split the deck there and you've got Mars in reverse. So this is the feminine and the masculine again. If you do find that there is a stall in this, or you're having to wait longer, it's because there's a divine masculine energy that is still doing the work. They need more time. Okay, so this is where the divine feminine energy is very protective, though very loving. This is the image of holding space, because the divine feminine energy knows and recognizes what is precious. Okay, so they hold this energy with love. They hold space with divine love. And, you know, if you are in that divine feminine energy, I would say be very nurturing to yourself, because that does actually take a lot of energy to remain in that space. Yeah, to hold that space. It does take a lot of energy. Anyway, just keep walking forward with your heart open, with your purpose and direction, knowing who you are, knowing where you're going, knowing too that your sensitivity is an absolute gift, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, okay? But anyway, guys, that's it for today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.